cleared up for them with that tiny pick. Meanwhile, for Hokori, going in for the Windranger for Analog here. So as we are just going to be moments away from loading into this one. Game 2 getting underway. Hokori, Toobased so far. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, yeah, Jubei's getting in some trouble. So Hokori, at the end of the day, sure, the Brood is going to have a little bit of difficulties down bot, but that tri-lane up top still has... Trying to dance around his own tower. Yeah, I don't really think they can do this. Boris is now going to get put under by the disruption, and Analog, yeah. This is too much. As you said, way too greedy. Boris will be taken down. Elmisho isn't even going to die. Gardick's not dying as well. The shackle from Analog locks him down.
If Monkeys does end up getting punished top, because that'll be really the super punish. And Elmisho, well, he went for the body box. He just missed it, but I think Boris is dead.
Yeah, Boris may still be going down here. Lumiere, okay, he's not even the one who gets the damage, and it's going to be Elmisho and now Jubei.
Oh, and
He'll pop the attendants, but the attendants aren't enough. He's still taking way too much damage. Lucent Beam comes in.
Dead.
Stacking up the pool.
He got greedy, but I think still gone.
Yeah, that tombstone. If he can sort of pass the baton off to his teammates and then sort of fall back and try to catch up himself, that could work pretty well. But yeah, he's
dead.
He needed to go a little bit further into the tree line. Instead, he sort of stays in. They've got the shackle ready-made into the focus fire. Vitaly does have to back off due to that DOT, but he will survive. While Monkeys, I don't think he's making it out of this one. He's going to try his best to dance here underneath the tower, and well, he's not dead just yet. Vitaly, you got to be careful here. Monkeys could turn around for the damage, but Analog's going to be able to make it happen. So,
Vitaly. Oh, he got him.
Run down again. He's dead again. Okay.
Yeah, the ward.
Trying to scout this one out. Vitaly's going to push forward, but this may be the mistake, or maybe not. Here comes Analog in with the focus fire. Monkeys is dead, and iAnnihilate, he's not going to get here in time.
Tiny.
He does go in, though, for the kill, so it is going to be a trade-off. That's nice for him.
To hero mid.
Meanwhile, iAnnihilate going to get hit up by the Bola and the Purge in the bottom lane. They're directly in onto him, as the focus fire will be deployed as well, and iAnnihilate will be taken down. So Hokori, their gank will work. The opposing gank is going very poorly. Monkeys are too far in. And Lumiere simply turns around and
got him out with the
avalanche toss comes through though, so Elmisho is dead, but the bullet does come in. Is there a focus fire up on Windranger? Yeah. iAnnihilate dead now. Oh god, Fleet. Okay, gonna get hit up by the shackle, but with this many heroes TPing in, Vitaly realizes he really doesn't want to stick around for much longer, but I don't know if he has a choice. Monkey's Pharaoh is gonna hit him up, dropping down the Toxin into the Viper Strike, so Vitaly just has to hold his ground. He's not going to make it. Flea hits him up with the Laguna. Just picked up. He is going to have to spend a little bit of time just catching up to where the Luna is net worth-wise. His middle lane, Gardick, going to get himself jumped in on. Monkeys and iAnnihilate will make their move, and they do manage to find a relatively quick pick off there. But now we do see Analog sort of rotating his way back in. He could look to mount a response, but the LSA locks him down first. Analog, he's just dead. iAnnihilate in there for the avalanche toss, and
they're giving away their position, but Elmisho is trying to be incredibly confident. He has an Aether lens, he's juking around, but might be a toss back onto the creep wave. Nobody, okay.
We're going to see it coming in now. Yeah, they do find it. Gardick, though, just going to push directly into that fight, but there's really not a lot. Corey have 4 in the lane, and Boris is alone. Jackal comes through, it's going to latch onto him. They drop down the tombstone, focus fire thrown out as well, and Boris is dead. He's going to be able to clean up some of these spiderlings with the call down, but that's really not going to be worth his own death. And now Jubei gets picked off as well. Lumiere comes in with the Eclipse. They'll find that kill, and iAnnihilate sort of trapped up in the middle of it. He is going to be able to fall back, but this is not over just yet. Monkeys is still going to get slowed up, and he will be taken down here as Vitaly sort of leads the charge. He gets the kill. And Toobased, it's like they were sticking around too long after their teammate had already been picked off. But now
Elmisho, what a disruption.
Big disruption there. Is it going to be enough to save his own life, though? He is still going to get tossed back, so he will fall, but now thanks to the Bola, so may want to be careful. The Tombstone gets thrown onto him, and yeah, okay, that's the best bet for him. Simply TP out at that point. You weren't going to be able to make it out on foot. You're so slow in that fight, but while he makes it out, Analog tracks down Boris.
You have to have picture-perfect timing, and Elmisho needs to be in a position where he can't help his teammate. Elmisho, okay, is going to get the disruption off in Lumiere.
Lucent Beam will connect. There's going to be the Purge as well, and yeah, Flea's gone. Lumiere will find that one. Meanwhile, Vitaly going to get himself caught out a little bit here, though. Monkeys and iAnnihilate sort of make the move in onto him, but now Lumiere joins the fight. That's going to just be a straight-up Eclipse in their face. Is it enough damage, though? As of right now, not quite, but the defensive disruption will be there to keep him alive. Lumiere, though, is still not going to make it out. iAnnihilate hits him up, but Analog was able to get in there for a return kill. They'll take down Monkeys, and now they want to turn their attention onto Boris. The Shackle, though, won't latch, but they're still trying to chase as best as they can. Bola comes out. Boris dropping low. Boris will be taken down.
And here comes the Brood.
Yeah, Vitaly is a big, angry spider, and simply Toobased want nothing to do with it. They're going to fall back as they can, but iAnnihilate, he's still kind of on the run here. They're throwing out the poisons. They don't see him just yet, but there, that courier flyover gets in the vision. The shackle is actually going to get sort of canceled out by the disruption, though, but at the end of the day, they do still lock the Tiny down, and they will be able to finish him off by that Luna. So the question for Toobased is, how much more can they find for Boris? And the other part of this is, who else steps up here? He's sitting in second place in terms of the net worth, but the other two cores are pretty far down there. Although, okay. Gardick a little bit too far forward. He does get caught out, so that's going to be a nice kill. It goes into Boris's hands as well, so more progress towards that BKB, but they need more. iAnnihilate looking for it, blinking forward, getting Elmisho with the avalanche toss, and that's going to be both of the supports taken down. So, solid maneuvers from Toobased, but at a certain point, they need kills onto core heroes. The supports are nice, but they really do need to sort of hit on those more valuable targets. Meanwhile, what is this? iAnnihilate, okay. He's in there. Oh, they spotted him. No. That's a problem. Analog is going to be able to get down the... Actually, the shackle doesn't latch. It's not going to matter, though. iAnnihilate just does not have the HP to stand up in this fight. He will be taken down as Elmisho gets the kill, and now Hokori should be able to just take Roshan. There's really nothing more that Toobased could do, but Monkey's... He's going to get jumped in on here. He's trying to get himself away. The illusion is sort of catching up to him, but the actual heroes won't be able to. But while that was happening, Analog pushed in with Elmisho. They catch out Jubei. They're going to be able to take down that Enchantress. So now...
They also don't need to. It's Toobased that can't take the fight yet. Hokori are sort of wanting you to engage on them.
Yeah, it just feels like at this point Hokori are kind of tightening the noose around the necks of Toobased. They've taken tier 2s now top and mid. They got a little bit of damage onto the tier 3 up top as well. So they're just going to keep on sort of walking it in, so to speak. Just pushing out these lanes bit by bit, forcing Toobased into these sort of split push, creep cutting plays. And that is going to buy Toobased time. And as you said, maybe once they get these BKBs up on all their heroes.
Oh, Analog. He's looking for Boris.
Ooh.
Boris with the Clawing Blade is sort of, yeah, he's kind of went a little bit past him. Okay, Boris is getting away with this for now.
Sitting on 3 TPs. Might just want to use one of them, but considering
he's
how far
show
away...
on the wave.
Yeah. How far away Analog is, maybe he gets away with this, but feels a little bit risky. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Monkeys is able to get himself away, falls back into that tree line, but now Analog...
He's hunting.
He knows. Can he do it? He needs the shackle. He's got reinforcements coming, though.
Yeah, he needs help. He knows he can't get it, but if he can make Boris pop that BKB, that's also a win. He has to go now. Okay, he's out.
Yeah. Smart play from Boris. He's not taking any chances. BKB first, then TP yourself home. We've seen a lot of mistakes like that in the past, where the player sort of feels like they're safe, and they just sort of go for the TP out and then immediately end up regretting it. So it is an unfortunate means, or unfortunate way, rather, to have to spend the 9-second charge, but the alternative was getting jumped in on the wrong side of the map with 0 backup. So you'll spend your 9-second charge and not eat the death. But now Hokori, at this stage, it doesn't feel like they can just sort of charge their way forward. They really do need the element of surprise on their side, which presumably would be where the Tiny sort of plays into it, but iAnnihilate still doesn't have the BKB, so he can take his opponents by surprise, but then the joke's going to be on him. He won't have the magic immunity, so he won't be able to actually do anything further beyond that first initiation. So they just have to keep on waiting, but the Tiny... got to be careful there. Vitaly and Elmisho were sort of pushing onto him, so this is the problem. You would think the Tiny, he's, what, maybe 1,000, a little bit over that away from it, so just go and farm, right? But where can he just go and farm to that's actually going to be safe? Hokori are sort of prowling around in all of the locations that he would want to move into.
Yeah, and Lumiere... Ooh, Boris, so close. And actually...
Wait a minute, did they actually get him? No, he's able to get himself away.
He is greedy. He didn't... Oh! He actually died to the Purge. He got greedy. He's not in the base. He's not in the fountain. He TP'd to the tier 3 mid. That is awful.
Man, I can't understand that. Just TP to the fountain, man. There's no fight that was going down there, and even if there were going to be one, his BKB had maybe 1 second left when that TP completes, so you're not going to immediately push into the fight. That just feels...
And now onto the mid wave. There's no glyph.
Unnecessary risk taken by Boris. He would have to buy back here if he wants to fight. Oh my god, Jubei.
Yep.
Well, that's a problem. He has a buyback here as well, but Hokori, they're just going to charge in. They're looking for that middle lane of Rax. Lumiere and all the illusions just bouncing the glaives around like crazy. And they are going to be able to burn their way through the middle lane. Now they want this bottom lane as well, but Elmisho is going to get tossed back here. He does have the disruption for himself, though. And now look at the shackle from Analog. Absolutely perfect. iAnnihilate taken down. Monkey's BKB is not going to matter. He's just taking too much damage. He goes down as well, and At this point, if you're two-based, any buyback you have, I think you have to commit. As iAnnihilate, did he just toss his teammate? Flea's going to be the one sort of thrown there, and it doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. So, bottom lane of Rax now taken as well. Lumiere is going to get hit up here by that, well, okay, by the Atos, but he doesn't care. Just going to charge his way forward with the Eclipse, and two-base are getting just corralled back towards their own fountain at this point.
And they can't pop the BKBs. If they commit anything already, Monkeys Forever can't really walk up to that wave. And Lumiere, oh, he didn't get the toss back on the Tiny. I think he's just going to get cleaned up.
iAnnihilate's dead, no buyback available, and again, corralled back towards their fountain, and now Hokori just going to dive it. If there's no GG coming out, they're going to look for it. Monkey's taken down, Analog just going in for the kill, not going to be able to get it though, as the Laguna will finally push him back, but now...
Yeah, GG's called.
There it is, yeah. One last death on Flea as the GG will be deployed, and simply two-based. Well, they didn't have it in them to sort of hold the line there. That final push in just completely shatters.